it's Bethany, and today I am here with a Bohemian themed room decor video for you guys because it was requested that I did a room decor video, and I was shopping at Urban Outfitters and I found a bunch of stuff that I wanted but was really expensive, and I wasn't about to spend that much money on some of these items, so I figured I would DIY them myself. So that's what I'm going to show you guys right now, so let's get on into the video.
And I got way too many feels, way too much emotion, I don't even know it's real. I just think it keep on going, and I get deeper, I get deeper.
For this first DIY, you are going to need a wooden dowel as well as some yarn and scissors and a ruler. I got this yarn with the golden thread woven in it, and I thought it was really pretty, so I decided to use that. So first you are going to cut a piece of string that is 2.5 feet. I ended up cutting a 5-foot long one and cutting it in half. You are going to need a ton of these. I used up almost the entire thing of yarn, so you're just going to create a lot of these, and then to put it onto the dowel, you're going to take 2 pieces and fold them in half, and then you are going to stick the ends through the loop that you create when you fold it in half. So place the folded half underneath the dowel and then take the ends and put them through the loop on the other side of the dowel like so, and then pull it tight and it'll hang from the end like that. When you flip the dowel over, you'll have a knot on the top like this, but I made sure to secure mine all with the knot facing down because that way it's easier and that's how it naturally goes through. This is honestly the easiest technique for creating a woven wall hanging like this, so just going through the loop, pushing the strings through, and then tightening it. You are going to do this a lot, so I did 24 bunches, and then you can pull it down to tighten as you need, but honestly this stays pretty well. If you want to leave it this color you can, but I decided to add another color as well, so I picked up this light blush pink yarn from Michaels. It's a little bit thinner than the yarn that I used for the white strands, and that way I added some texture to it. So I decided to split it in half, and you're going to use the same technique of cutting 2.5 feet of yarn, and then you're going to double it through and tighten it. I did single strands this time instead of 2 strands, and I did about 13 in the middle. I then split the sides in half as well and added in 3 pink strands and then 3 of this gray wool as well. And so I did gray, pink, and then gray again, and I did single strand gray and single strand pink. To cut it at an angle, I placed 2 binders at the angle that I wanted it so that it would keep the yarn down and keep it from pulling and moving when I cut it, and then just using scissors I ran alongside the edges of the binders so that I would be able to cut it in a straight line. Using some leftover yarn and an extra dowel, I also made a really small one, and I cut this in kind of like a T shape, and I thought it was just a really cute way to use the leftover yarn and have a really small one for a corner of my room. How pretty is this spray paint? So for this DIY, you are going to need some rose gold spray paint. You will also need some straws. I got these at the dollar section at Target. You will need wire and wire cutters. First, be sure to spray paint your straws in a well-ventilated area, and to get that really like brass pipe look, you'll probably need 3 to 4 coats of spray paint. Then you are going to measure and cut the straws at these following lengths. So first you are going to cut 4 straws at 5 inches long. Then you're going to cut 4 straws at 3 inches long, and I just used the remainder of the length that I had from the 5-inch straws. Finally, you are going to cut 4 straws at 2.5 inches, and it took me 1 full straw and a little bit of another one to have this 2.5-inch length. Sometimes when I cut a straw, it would kind of flatten it, so I would just squeeze it the opposite direction to make sure that I have a full cylinder shape. Be sure to have these measurements right and ready to go before the next step. Okay, so this is gonna seem pretty complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard. First, you're going to create a triangle with one 2.5-inch straw and two 5-inch straws. Take the wire that you cut and string it through the 2.5-inch straw, then through one 5-inch straw, and then through the other 5-inch straw. You are going to make the wire go all the way through all 3 straws, and then at the end where the wires both come out, you're going to twist them together as if you're like making a knot out of the wire. You can twist these two ends together a couple times to tighten it, and then you're going to repeat this step with the other 5-inch straws and the other 2.5-inch straws. And at the end of it, you should have one 2.5-inch straw left. At the end, your shape should kind of look like this. To put it together, your 3-inch straws are going to make triangles with the 2.5-inch straws that you used as the base of the other triangles. You're going to repeat what you did with the longer triangles. This time you're going to be going through the 2.5-inch straws and then joining them together at the end. Next, connect the remaining 2.5-inch piece to the 5-inch pieces on the sides. You're going to string it through the bottom and then through the top and then connect them to make that 3-dimensional shape. It sounds more complicated than it is, I promise. Now what you're going to have is basically a pyramid with a triangle off the edge. So across from that edge triangle, you are going to connect the remaining 3-inch pieces from each other, and I found that looping over the wire helped me string it through. And all you're going to do is connect that last triangle opposite of the small triangle sticking off the edge. Once you have completed that top corner, then you are going to take those 2 triangles and connect them at the top to make that crystal shape. All you have to do is string the wire down together, twist it, and then trim off the edges, and then you're done.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it a huge thumbs up, and please be sure to leave a comment down below if you have any questions or comments, and I will answer them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you guys can see more room decor videos and other DIY videos that I will be bringing to you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!